What?
Oh, Christy's like, your last live was a year ago. Hello, Christy. Hi, Bob. I'm just going to wait a little bit before I start. Yeah, I know. I've been really sucking at YouTube, eh? But I'm sorry my last live was a year ago. Hopefully people have more questions since then. Okay. Can you hear me okay, though? Yeah. Can you guys just let me know in the comments? Hello. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Is it Samia? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hello. Welcome. Oh, it's a little choppy. Oh no. That's terrible. Okay, I'm gonna do this because last time I didn't. I should have done that beforehand. Well, hopefully it's better. Hi, Ryan. Welcome. Okay, it looks like there is quite a few of you here. So I'll just go ahead and get started. You're right. I feel rusty. I'm like trying to figure out how to get this thing off. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Chris is here. He's just kind of roaming around with Finnick, who's a little bit fussy. So he's just holding him and walking around. But he's also here to answer questions if you guys need his perspective on anything. You look a little blurry. Oh, funny you should mention that about my makeup, Christy. Okay, hang on. I'm going to try to like grossly clean this camera. Okay. It might be the lighting too, because I don't really have lighting here, but I just went to get my makeup done at Sephora, which I didn't realize was like a new service. Cause you know how you used to be able to like get it done and then not pay for it. You just paid in product. Well, like I had to pay for it. So I was like so shocked, but yeah, it's not my favorite. It's like a little much, I feel like, but I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Hopefully that's a little bit better for blurriness. Okay. I'm glad I pronounced it right. Oh, wow. From Algeria. That's amazing. Well, thank you for watching. Okay. So some of you guys sent some questions on Instagram. So I'll start with those unless you put some in the comments, and then I'll just try to bounce back and forth. If you're new here, my name is Cassandra, by the way. I live in Yellowknife full time, and we just got evacuated. So we're in Edmonton right now. A lovely member of the church is home, but we should be heading home soon. And I think that's all you need to know. My husband's name is Chris. And I have a new little newborn named Finnick. He is 2 months old in 2 days. And I have a 8-year-old little girl, Alice, and a 6-year-old little boy, Bias. Well, Tobias is his full name. Okay, so I'll just pull up those questions and get started here. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So the first question is $5,000 enough for rent and for moving to Yellowknife, knowing that I will get paid like a month after I come? Oh, okay. There's a lot of different factors in there. So this is from Believer0844. Okay, that's an interesting question. I mean, I don't know how many people are coming with you, and I'm not sure what your circumstances are for when you come. So I don't know if getting paid a month after would be fine or not. I guess that would depend on how much savings you have and stuff. But I would think $5,000 is definitely enough for rent. We pay $2,100. Our rent is pretty low though for a 3-bedroom townhouse. I think on average that's about the cost of a 2-bedroom. Maybe what, 2,500 or so. 5,000 seems like a lot for rent. But again, I don't know how many people are coming with you or what you're looking for. But yeah, I don't know about the month thing. I'm really sorry. Hopefully that answers your question. So the next question is, how are the kids doing now? Homeschool on the go. The kids are doing really well. Finnick is doing really well considering. On the drive here, it was really rough because obviously he was really little. He was a month. And he hadn't been in the car for longer than 5 minutes because in Yellowknife, you don't have to drive very far. So he had a pretty rough go, but we stopped as much as we could. The other kids are adjusting well. It's been a lot. We've been doing a lot of things, so they're definitely more tired and, that kind of thing. But I think we're all going to be pretty happy to get home soon. Our plan is to go home like sometime next week just to try to avoid the rush of people going. So I think that the territory has said that we can go back on Thursday. Everybody can go back Thursday, except for essential workers can go back tomorrow or today. I can't exactly remember. So we just figure everybody will be rushing out to do that. So yeah, we're just being careful to try to avoid that, especially with Finnick. Also things like if there's going to be enough gas, and I know it'll take them a little while to get food on the go, stuff like that. So hello. Oh, hi. I'll try to put up your comments when I'm answering them so it's not confusing. So I am just in Edmonton. We are staying in a basement apartment of a family in our church, which have very kindly offered for us to stay here, which has been a lifesaver, because there was quite an ordeal trying to get hotels and things for others. So yeah, we're in Edmonton right now. Or I hope you heard all that about when we're heading back next week. Okay. Someone asked, is Yellowknife safe? That's interesting. I actually, before I left, filmed a video basically talking about this that I haven't posted or edited yet. But talking about if I feel like Yellowknife is safe, because I do feel like it's changed quite a bit over the years that we've been there. So at the beginning, it felt really safe to me. And then I had a lot of sort of incidences happen, which Chris says is bad luck. That makes me feel like it's not so safe. He, I think, feels safe. But me as a woman with like young children, don't necessarily feel so safe. And I often have him come with me now when I'm going places. There's some certain like places I feel really uncomfortable going. For example, the post office, Walmart. But there's some places that are, and I don't know if that's just a matter of security being different or sort of what the reason is, but yeah. So I guess my answer to that is like kind of, I don't know, depending on who you are, what you feel comfortable with. I know a lot of people come and say, oh, like I've lived in a big city before, this is nothing. But for me, it feels like something. I don't know what to say other than that, but it's been challenging for me lately to, yeah, feel safe. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, hello from Brazil. That's awesome. It's so cool you guys watch from so far away. Welcome, Sandro. And thank you. Yeah, I'm glad we're okay too. I know. Thank you guys so much. A lot of you were messaging and stuff, wondering if we were okay after you heard Yellowknife had to evacuate. And yeah, I'm really glad that we're all okay. And it seems like our house is okay and everything's good. But obviously, there's some other people in the territories that are not so good. So that's really quite sad. And we'll keep praying for them and hope that everything works out in the end the way it's supposed to. Okay, so the next question is, how did you pick the name Finnick? I know it's sort of a strange name, but we originally saw it in the Hunger Games, to be honest, and I just liked it, and Chris liked it too. I'm always like, oh, do you like this? Do you like this? And that's kind of how we got our other kids' names too, from like movies and stuff. Not necessarily like named after the characters or anything, but we'll just like hear the name and be like, oh, that's a good name. So that's how we got the name Finnick. And then his middle name, I don't know if I've said, but his middle name is Christopher, after my husband's name. So yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to get the other questions. I'm a little disorganized here. Oh yeah, someone asked if our house is okay, and it is okay. When we were driving through, we drove it again. We left a little later. I don't know if I mentioned this. So they told us to evacuate in the evening one night, and everybody seemed to kind of go then. And I'm really glad we didn't, because I think it took people a lot longer to get down to wherever they were going. But so yeah, we went, and it wasn't like fire or anything beside us. We could actually barely really see any smoke. It was just for like little sections. And but we drove through and we could see some cities. I think Chris said there was one city that was like 80% burned down, basically. But Enterprise, yeah. So there were some really affected, but I think the population was pretty low, but still. And I know after we left, I'm pretty sure Hay River caught fire, right? For the most part. So poor Kyle, if you guys were on my live there where Kyle was talking about Hay River, they've had it rough. Like they've had flooding and fires, and it's not been good. So we were very lucky. They managed to, like, I don't know, prevent it from coming into Yellowknife. So Bob says he figured the Hunger Games, but he wasn't sure. Yeah, it's embarrassing. We try not to tell people, to be honest, but you directly asked, so like I had to tell you. It's probably more embarrassing for Chris. I actually don't care that much. Okay. I might have to go right on Instagram. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I took a picture of them, but I don't see them now. Oh, and then we have to rely on my use of technology, which is brutal. See, I already don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the side and I will in the chat there and I'll answer them. And if someone could just like tell me how to even see my own story on Instagram, that'd be great. Like, oh man, I'm useless. Okay. Sorry, I'm usually a bit more organized than this, but we went out and then, oh, I actually found them. We went out and then I just got home, had to feed Finnick and then like jump on the live because yeah, we were rushing. And things take longer here, you know? Like I think we're gonna be gone for just a little bit, but like we're not used to like all the traffic and people and all the things. So well, also this makeup took a really, really, really long time, like over 2 hours. And it was ridiculous. She didn't even finish. She wanted me to go back. The poor thing. She was very, very sweet, but I was like, yeah, I'm not going back. I have no time. So it's like, I don't know what more she was going to do, but I know she's going to fix my eyelashes, but whatever. Okay. Thanks, Bob. What did you find to be the best source for information? Oh, that's so Chris's territory. He was all over it. So I know he used some satellite thing to track where the fire actually was. What was that?
The NASA firms.
NASA firms. Satellite. Okay, so he was like tracking where the fire actually was, and then for updates, we went to cabin radio, right? Which were, I think, very good at providing updates. Yeah, so that was awesome. Thank you very much. Oh, I went to Sephora. I think you did miss that part. Yeah, I got my makeup done at Sephora. It was like $100. I would not have paid for it had I realized. I'm actually crying inside about it. Yeah, it was way too much money. Okay. Yeah. So just in case you haven't been to Sephora in a while, they charge you now for makeovers. Okay. So next question is how much support? Oh, I should have put them on the thing. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope you're following along. Okay. So next question is how much support have evacuees been getting from the government? Oh, that's a really good question. So yeah, I know Cabin Radio did do a good job. You're following too, right? You're pretty good at keeping up on what's going on here. Okay, so the government. So the government is giving everybody $750 if you didn't receive support from anywhere else. I'm trying to remember what the thing was. So like if you have tenant insurance or something, I don't think you're supposed to claim it. I can't remember all the stipulations, but there's like 1 million. So like I feel like barely anybody, if they were being honest, would actually qualify for that. So I'm pretty sure that's all our government in the Northwest Territories did.
That's if you evacuated by yourself.
That's if you evacuated by yourself. So sorry. Yes. So go ahead.
There's another one. If your income was disrupted, you got another $750.
Oh, really? Okay. Can you guys hear Chris or no?
No.
No. Okay. I'll just repeat that. So he said if your income was disrupted, then you got another $750. I thought it was like the same $750.
I don't think so.
Okay. There you go. And it's one per car you evacuated with, by the way, because I tried to do both of us. So it's like, no, you can't. Because I wasn't sure if it was per person or not. And then, but the Alberta government, is that all the Northwest Territories government did?
As far as I'm aware.
Okay. And then obviously people could claim it on their like tenant insurance or home insurance. Because of the forest fire, they were able to like claim their food and stuff.
Yeah, but they have deductibles for that.
They have deductibles for that and stuff. That's true. And then in Alberta, though, when we came, Alberta's been wonderful. They've been like putting people up in hotels and giving people free access to like the city stuff. So like the zoo, and then just random businesses are doing things for free. Like the Science Center, we're going to go to the Science Center soon. They're like offering people for free, but you had to come and register at a center. And then there was like a really long wait for hotels. I'm pretty sure it was like at 1,400 people waiting for hotels. And you had to get this wristband so that you could get into everything. So we didn't get the chance to do that before they shut it down. They said they had double the amount of people like claim it than they thought they would or whatever. So I know the Alberta government did that. And I don't know anything else. For us, we got lots of great support from our church. But yeah, so that's what the government did as far as I know. And then I see people complaining online all the time that the government hasn't paid them their $750. So I don't know. I don't know when that's coming through. So okay. Are the days shorter in Yellowknife? As far as like the light and stuff. Yeah, I'm guessing obviously that's what they mean. Like the light, like the days.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the winter, it gets short. Right now, I don't know what it would be like. I
Yeah,
think,
like definitely the days would be getting shorter. Like we have, we'll just explain that we have complete light.
yeah. Okay. So in the summer, we have nearly complete light, like not 24, like the day and night. And then as it goes on to the winter, I think we get down to 5 hours, maybe. I'll just look up what it is.
So it's kind of like
Maybe right now. Go ahead.
time for.
Yeah, it's not completely dark. It's like evening. What is it, like dusk? So it's like darkish, but not like a full pitch black nighttime dark. I'm just trying to see if it would say on my app. It's like Edmonton. There we go. So sunset right now is 8:34 in Yellowknife. And then the sunrise is 6:38. So I feel like it's fairly normal right now. But like I said, as the winter goes on, it will get shorter and shorter. Really quickly. Yeah, it does seem really quick. That's very true. Okay. Do you guys know what is causing all those fires? It's nuts. Yeah, I know. I don't really know. I think it's just natural.
Yeah, most of them are caused by lightning.
Most of them are caused by lightning, Chris says. But we were not worried about Yellowknife because it's got so much water, I guess. I'm trying to think. Chris is always saying this. Yeah. And we actually thought right up till the thing, they were like, pack your bags. Like, you might have to be evacuated. And Chris was like, no, we won't. Like, they're not going to evacuate like the city. And it seemed like it was getting better. And then they evacuated us, which was super weird. So we took like forever. Thankfully, it wasn't like, you have to go in an hour, because we would have been totally unprepared. But now I know I'll be prepared in the future. I'll get like a 72-hour kit and stuff, which I should already have. So, but yeah.
We could have left in a hurry.
Yeah, we could have. Most people did leave in a hurry. We were just like, meh.
Well, they gave us 3 days to evacuate.
But you know what? Yeah, they gave us, that's true. They're like, you have to evacuate in 3 days. That's true. Also, we were going to get a flight for Finnick and I, because we knew that it would be really hard for him to travel by car, because it ended up taking us, I think, 24 hours in the end, just because we had to stop so much. But, and they gave us free gas on the way. That was really cool. That's something our government did, maybe.
I don't know who did that.
Actually, we don't know who did that, but someone gave free gas on the way. That was really cool.
That was in Alberta.
Oh, it was in Alberta. See, Alberta is amazing. I don't know about Northwest Territories. Anyway, but so what was I going to say? Oh, lost my train of thought there. Got stuck on the gas. Oh yeah, we were going to get a flight, but they showed, I don't know if it was cabin radio, but they showed a picture of like the people lined up for the flight, and I was like, well, that's worse to stand out there in the smoke with him than just to drive, because it was only like a short section where it was really smoky. Okay, so hi Al, you just joined the stream. Did you have to evacuate Yellowknife? Was it to Alberta? Yeah, we had to evacuate. We are in Edmonton right now. There's some people in Calgary. There's actually people everywhere. BC, Ontario. I think we're basically wherever they could get flights to, or some people went home. Oh yeah, some people evacuated to close by in the Northwest Territories. Yeah, like, I don't want to say that, B1. Betchico, right? Yeah. Camping along the way and stuff. We'll just kind of went everywhere. Oh, this is interesting. Yes, Christy, she says, I heard people have been charged for arson up there. Yeah, that was insane. I don't understand that at all. Yeah, there were people being charged, like, I don't know if it was after we were evacuated, but like clearly it was ridiculous. Just before. Yeah. There's people like starting fires. I don't know, they're just trying to scare more people in the city. I wish you'd come here. Just before, what did you say?
Just before we evacuated, like people were starting fires in the city.
Just before we evacuated, people were starting fires in the city. Yeah. And being charged. I know. It's insane. I don't understand people. I know. Oh, okay. This is super random, but someone was asking about safety earlier, and it just made me think about this one thing. So about raising children there. So they've been having this issue of like, I don't know if it's teenagers or young adults or whatever. Like, I don't know what they're doing with, but like doing something bad with propane tanks. They're finding propane tanks everywhere. huffing it, I guess. I feel like I shouldn't even say that. Yeah, so that's been an issue as well, apparently. So there's like lock up your propane tanks and stuff. But I know crazy things go on everywhere. That's just crazy to me. Hi, Mo. The family and I are okay. We're just here in Edmonton with a very nice family that's letting us stay, and we're all doing really well considering. We're excited to get home soon, though. Yeah, yeah, it would be nice to see Chris, wouldn't it? I know he's over here. He's shy. He doesn't want to come on the camera, but he's actually holding Finnick, and Finnick's kind of sort of fussy, so we don't want to like be like, "Here's Finnick," you know. We'll avoid all that. Yeah, thank you so much. It is, yeah, all is well with us, but I know it's not well for a lot of people, unfortunately. Okay, when one will be able to visit Yellowknife? Ooh, that's such a great question. Actually, funny enough, our Chris's sister was supposed to come uh a few days ago. She had her flight booked and everything, and then obviously had to cancel. I'm not So she is planning to come at the end of October to be safe because she thinks that once flights are going again, that they'll be super, super expensive. Because they did that. When people were leaving, they hiked up the flight prices. I'm pretty sure. I think they got in trouble.
Someone posted today that they were cheap.
Oh, someone posted today and they were cheap apparently. Do you know when they were for? Because I know first they'll evacuate or I don't know what the opposite of evacuate everybody is, but first they'll let everybody come in that were people from Yellowknife, and then they'll start commercial flights, I imagine.
I don't know. They might start. They might be two separate things. So.
Oh, okay, there you go. Chris says they might be two separate things, so you might be able to get a flight in. When are you planning to come? Or are you just curious? Oh, okay. Jay wants to know, so now the fire came so close this time, next year should be okay? I mean, this hasn't happened in forever, I don't think, eh?
Never had to evacuate.
Oh, they've never had to evacuate before, really?
Yellowknife.
They've never had to evacuate Yellowknife before, so this is a first. But they did post something on the news I saw, I don't know if it's Cabin Radio again, that was like showing where they've done all the, what is it called, fire breaks?
Yeah.
Where they've cut all the trees close by, and they said like, oh, we should be really good for a few more years or something, which hopefully they just maintain that, and then it will basically never be a problem, eh? They might now, but as I said, it hasn't really happened before. They won't maintain it, Chris says. No. I mean, true, yeah. Okay, you're interested in coming in November. Then I can't imagine you won't be able to come in November, for sure. You're interested in the Northern Lights. Yeah, okay. Good luck. Seeing them. What is it? We were saying to Steph. Is that a good time to see the Northern Lights?
Yeah, it should be okay.
It just depends if it's cloudy or not, basically. If you can see the Northern Lights. Yeah, it is sad. Apparently the city will look a bit different because of the fire breaks or whatever.
No, they're a little farther in town.
The city of Yellowknife posted today that they're like, oh, prepare when you come back that the city's gonna look different. Maybe it'll look clean. Maybe that's the difference. No, seriously, I see all these because some people stayed. Oh yeah, that's another interesting thing. But anyway, some people stayed and they were like like totally fine. It's been smoky all summer, so it's actually been really hard since we had Finnick. It's been smoky, and we've barely been able to like go outside. We've been like in our little air purified rooms, especially with this guy. Like, it's been awful for him. And so, but yeah, they're like showing all these pictures. It looks like totally clear and clean and everything. I just think it's funny, but I was on a train there again and I forget. Oh yeah. And so people were trying to like get back in early, I think, because they were seeing all these videos, but they were like threatening to find them and turn them around and stuff. But I think one of our MLAs snuck back in or something and got in trouble. They were like finding people and stuff, which is weird because you can stay and not get in trouble, but I don't know. And then of course there was like a bit of problem with looting and everything. I'm hoping everything's okay for us. We'll find out. Hello, Juan. I remember your videos about budgeting that were very good. It didn't work on me because I'm a big spender. Oh, well, if you're happy, that's fine. I guess. I mean, I just spent $100 on crappy makeup, so there you go. Not the best budgeter over here right now. Okay. I second that they won't maintain. Look at BC. Okay. Well, they should maintain. But I mean, I guess they could also like plow the roads and stuff. They don't do that. You know what's funny is people that are like get mad on like my YouTube channel and will be something like, "How is this person a spokesperson for Yellowknife?" Da, 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 and they like get all mad. And I'm like, when was I ever the spokesperson for Yellowknife? Like, I don't know what's going on, but just tell about my experience. So everybody has different experiences. Okay, so Mo, do you find more newcomers arriving in the NWT? I'm concerned in GTA getting oversaturated. Is that Toronto? GTA?
Yeah.
You don't find Toronto already too populated? That shocks me. Tell me if I'm misunderstanding that, Mo, but I would expect less people, to be honest, to go back because people were probably like in Edmonton now and they're like, oh wow, there's like more than 2 stores and stuff. I'm sure they're gonna stay, but also maybe some of the homeless population may stay too because I don't know. I don't know. People seem very concerned they're not going to be able to track all the homeless people down and get them back. So I know that will be probably less. And then yeah, I'm assuming people will, if they want to come back, they'll come back. But I expect probably less people. But I don't know about newcomers. I would think not. Maybe.
There's always people coming and going.
But yeah, Chris, yeah, that's true. It's very transient. Chris says there's always people coming and going. Yeah. Is the government going to compensate in any form? Yeah, I went over this just a bit ago, but just very quickly to recap, $750 from the Northwest Territories government, and for if you've missed out on your income, and then $750 if you haven't had any other help, like from insurance or any other help in the form of finances.
There was some talk about the federal government doing something.
Oh yes, there's some talk about the federal government doing something, but we'll see. I mean, that'd be great, but we'll see. Jay says, I want to go to Edmonton, then travel up to Yellowknife. That would be my last part of Canada to see. Oh, that's a great idea. That'd be very fun. When do you want to do that? Yeah, no, that'd be great. Toronto, yeah, but it's getting worse. Toronto's getting worse. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yellowknife is nothing like Toronto.
Yellowknife is nothing like Toronto. Yeah, no. I think that's very clear. Yeah, Toronto's much, much, much bigger. Yeah, interesting. I'm sorry. Come to Yellowknife. If you're a man, a single man. I'm just kidding. A lot of homeless are coming to Vancouver. Some of those are even from the US. Oh, I wonder why. Just a big city, I guess. Maybe it attracts homeless people. Moderate climate. Moderate climate, Vancouver? Oh, I'm thinking of Edmonton. It's all right, guys. I'm late. Got mom brain. Okay, something is better than nothing. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I think for most people, like I said, it's pretty fine. They either have like insurance. I know there's a deductible, or they've been very supported by the Alberta government. But I think for some people, they're out quite a bit. Yeah. I don't want to be ignorant, but how are Yellowknife citizens able to move to Alberta? Like, have there been shelters created in Edmonton? No, you're not being ignorant at all. Do you mean the evacuees able to move to Alberta? Well, I think that they would just stay or move. I don't. Have there been shelters created in Edmonton?
Well, like for evacuees, like there's.
There. So the city rented all of the hotels in Edmonton.
I think it was mostly Red Cross.
Oh, Red Cross did that. I'm so sorry. So we actually, when we came, had to stay like a little bit outside of Edmonton just because we couldn't get a hotel. So they booked all the hotels and they've been paying for the hotels. They also set up the Expo Center as like sort of a hub, and I think they put cots in there and stuff. But I think before that we had people come, or what was it? We always set up for Hay River and stuff too, like little places. They just get big buildings and put a bunch of cots in there, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it was mostly the hotels that they were paying for. I think that's what you're asking. And then, yeah, I think that's what he's asking, right? Yeah, okay. Spring, summer, I'm a woman. I know you're a woman. Did I say you weren't? Oh, sorry if I didn't. I know who you are. No, I'm very familiar. I'm sorry if I said he or something. That's weird. No, you've corrected me on that before. I totally remember our whole conversation because I was like, I said something about being a woman, and you're like, no, I'm a woman. I'm like, oh shoot. I think I thought because your name was Jay before, but no, I know who you are. Spring, summer is when you're planning to come. Okay. Yeah, that's a great time for sure. Spring, especially. My favorite month is May. Here for weather. How did they get
late May?
Late May. Oh, pardon me. Is it late May?
Yeah.
May is just like the hopeful month. You're like, okay, it's May. Everything's gonna the snow's gonna go away. And everything's gonna be great. Yeah, we still have snow. That's true. I guess I should clarify that. You're right.
But if you come
Late May is probably no snow. That's true. A little snow is okay.
I think the beginning of June is better.
Oh, he thinks the beginning of June. I just like to avoid the bugs. Sometimes there's bugs. The bugs suck. Okay. Christy, how did they get the homeless out and where did they put them? They flew them. Like, I think they were like priority, no? Like they went pretty soon. They flew them.
I think so.
And then where did they put them? I mean, I think that it was kind of the same thing. They opened up the expo center and then.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently,
I don't
they've
know.
lost track of some.
Apparently they've lost track of some of them. I know, but what does that even mean? Like, were they supposed to track them? Like, I don't understand that. I don't know why people are upset about that. I honestly don't get that. But yeah, they're not going to track them. They're adults. Like, I don't really know. Sorry if that's offensive. I don't know. But yeah, so they would have had a place to stay for sure. So you guys don't have to pay for your hotel stay in Edmonton. No, we're staying with a member of our church in their basement apartment, which has been really lovely. The hotel stay when we were was at the there was like a 400 people wait or something, so that would have been terrible if our family had to sleep in the thing with all the cots or whatever. So we're very grateful for the members of the church that have put us up here. It's been very nice. Our housing costs cheaper in Hay River versus Yellowknife? Oh no, I think they're cheaper in Hay River. Well, would you really want to live there when you have to leave every 5 seconds? Sorry, Kyle. Yeah, no, it seems like a crazy place to live to me, but I do think they're definitely cheaper in Hay River. I know. It looks like your interpreter or spokesperson, that's very funny, is sitting on your left-hand side. I know. He won't come over. He's very shy. He came over on the last live, but he is very smart. He knows a lot of things, so I like to ask him and get his opinion. He's holding our son, in case you missed that, our little 2-month-old. Are there homeless in Yellowknife? Yeah, for sure. There's more in the last little while. That's honestly part of the reason why I talk about not feeling safe is because I've had some really aggressive homeless people come to my car and follow me and things, and not been great. They seem to be more aggressive. Okay, it'd be a great birthday trip in June. Oh, awesome. That's my daughter's birthday's in June too. Yep. Okay, trust Chris then. That's fine. Come in June. Fine. No, I'm just teasing. No, that would be great. Hopefully you like it here and there's enough for you to do. I can't remember, but if you like the outdoors and things, like to hike and all that stuff. If you do, it's great. But if you want to go shopping or something, not the place. Just teasing. All right. Oh, hello, Gio. What's up?
We have the beach boutique.
Okay, I'm not saying that. Oh man. How did disabled folks, invalids? I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. Folks in old age homes, disabled people, get looked after during evacuation. Those folks have very special mobility and health needs, unlike healthy folks. So as far as old age homes, I don't think we even have any old age homes. We have one.
We have one.
We have one.
People in the hospital. Then we have the old hospital.
I apologize. And then we have people in the hospital, and then we have people in the old hospital.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's not much. But as far as disabled people, I would expect. I don't really know exactly.
Well, they got flown out of evacuation flights.
Yeah, there was evacuation flights
for them in the Alberta.
I actually think in the flights, even though there was a long line, I'm pretty sure they were still prioritizing people based on need, right?
Yeah,
So they're flying out the people that needed it the most, or whatever. Oh, see his elbow? Did you see it? So yeah, they would have been okay, and it will be the same on the way back. I'm pretty sure you have to register for flights. You think you can already do that, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. They're prioritizing people.
But they won't have to register for flights, whatever.
Yeah.
Like the people in old age homes and stuff.
No. Yes.
They probably won't get flown back for a while still, because everyone will have to get set up for them.
For the Can you guys hear Chris okay now? Hopefully. Don't be shy, Chris. Mo says you were in some videos. They already know you.
I'm not being shy. I just got the baby.
Oh, he's got the baby. Well, let's show you the baby at least. Nobody's seen the baby yet.
We can't really see it.
Oh, okay. Can you show him?
Sleeping.
He's not sleeping.
Yes.
Look at him. Isn't he cute? There's Finnick. Oh, I'm doing a terrible job. Oh. Say hello. Okay. No, he's super cute. Let's try to get him in. Okay, they should put all the homeless in the fantasy hotel at the West Edmonton Mall. Oh, that is a really cool hotel. I actually wanted to stay there. It looks super cool. I'm sure people got to stay there. How were your kids during evacuation? Were they scared, or was it more like an adventure? I think we've done a pretty good job of trying to make it seem like an adventure, even when we were scared. So hopefully they're going to have more positive memories than negative memories. But although there are some things you can't hide that are hard, obviously, like when we're driving here and Finnick is not doing well. That's obviously sucky for them. But no, I don't think they were scared. They were a little scared before we left, when we were telling them like to pack their favorite things and stuff, just like that things might not be there when we get back. And so there was definitely a bit of fear about our house burning down.
I don't think there was fear. They were just sad that their toys were going to be burned.
Yeah. And Bias kept saying, like, even when we're out now, he'll be like, can we get that toy mouse since our house is burnt down? Like, ours is not burnt down. Oh my gosh. So I think they'll be very happy to go back and see our house is not burned down. Come on, Chris. There. See, everybody's just encouraging you. See, is your husband on the right or left of you? Yeah, no. Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. He's been moving around because Finnick. See, Finnick's falling asleep now. So he's sometimes on the left, sometimes on the right. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I'm falling a bit behind here. Canada is one big outdoor playground, even in winter. Where are you from again? I forget. That's really funny. Yeah, that's a great perspective. I need to be more positive. That's all you're showing me. Dang it, he moved. Show his face. Everybody loves you. Oh, yeah, thank you. I know, he's so handsome.
Oh, gosh.
I just tease. I know you're talking about Finnick. Hi, Finnick. He's fully awake. I see a lot of Chris. Is that good? Do you want to see more? Hey, Finn. Jay, watch this. Okay. I can't do Finn. It's got to be Finnick. I can't. I know I can't avoid it, but you know what? They're not in school, so that's an advantage, because then I can just be like, oh, it's Finnick, actually, and hopefully by the time he's older. But Finn's okay, I guess. We can't see him. He's out of frame. I know. I'm like the best camera person. I don't know why you guys subscribe to me. I'm like the worst camera person. It's because there's no options.
He's sleeping now.
He's sleeping. Baby looks like Chris. I know. He really, really does. Isn't it nice? Oops. Oh. Isn't it nice when you grow a baby and then they look nothing like you? That's happened to me 3 times now. Like, just nothing. You wouldn't even know they were my children. Is it safe to come back now? Yeah, I've covered that a little bit. It is safe. I mean, I think it was safe the whole time, really, to stay. But yeah, I don't know. I think they were waiting for fires on the highway was what the issue was. But it's safe now. We get to go back in 2 days if we want to. We're going to wait till next week. This might be for you. What are your thoughts about people icing to Alberta due to tax saving benefits? Racing due to tax saving benefits. I don't know anything about that.
No, me
So
neither.
sorry, Joshua. I am not sure about that. If you want to specify, maybe we can, like, what some tax baby. I don't know anything about that. I'm really sorry. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. No, I meant the baby. I see a lot of Chris. No. Yeah, he looks exactly like Chris. I agree. You're so funny about where everybody is. What wrist is your watch on? It's on the left. Beautiful couple. Thank you. That's very nice. I mean, moving to Alberta. Because the tax is better in Alberta.
Not for us in Yellowknife, but for people in Ontario.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Everyone pays a lot of taxes, and for the sales tax, Alberta doesn't have like the 14% or whatever that the
Ontario.
I think it's 13% actually. It's only the GST, not the provincial sales tax. We don't have that in the Northwest Territories either, so that's nice. You definitely notice it.
Yeah, when you first move. I know. I remember he went on and on about that when we went.
Yeah, it's very nice. We get taxed enough, so.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite jokes. Is like, if you're talking about taxes with Chris, like he'll just go. This is funny. LOL, tax savings in Canada. See, Mo gets it. He gets it. What are housing prices like in Yellowknife? I'll leave a link to that. I did a video about that. I can leave a link after the video, but they are expensive. I know they're getting expensive everywhere, but they're like, are they similar to Toronto? I always say that. I'm saying not so much.
I feel like Yellowknife is a unique market in that a lot of the houses are like trailers or like module homes, they call them.
Yeah, don't say trailers. They get in trouble for that. Modular homes.
But if you don't want a modular home, then you have to pay it like over $500,000. So
yeah, it's a lot, and you can't build or buy land or anything really.
Yeah, there's not a lot of land available for sale in Yellowknife, so it's limited. So the housing market is a little bit insane, and there's always people coming and going. So houses seem to move quick.
Yeah, quick. Yeah,
seems to be very overvalued in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I don't think anybody would not share that opinion.
And there's also like in Yellowknife, there's a bit more upkeep for your house than other areas due to the climate.
Yeah. And then he says, how easy, or he or she, I shouldn't say he, how easy is it to find an apartment? It's hard. Yeah, same thing. There's limited apartments. There's one company that sort of does like 80% of the apartments, and their website's never up to date. Pretty much come and find an apartment, I feel like. Yeah, it can be pretty tricky. And especially if you want a bigger apartment, very few, like above 2 bedrooms. I think it's pretty tricky for that. If you search, though, on my channel, the little magnifying glass as you scroll down on my channel, you can search anything. I feel like I've done videos on many, many different things about Yellowknife. I feel like there's probably nothing you won't find. But if there is something that you don't find when you do that, please let me know, and I will try to do a video on it. There's no provincial sales tax in Yellowknife. No, right?
No.
You're trying to educate your friends down here about Yellowknife. How's it going? Are they liking it? It's an interesting place for sure. It's still early in the recovery. Hopefully the fires will not return. Yeah. What do your local authorities speculate on seeing a close to full, what was that word? Reciprocation of properties, businesses as winter approaches? Oh. I know. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know when they're planning on like everything being fully operational yet. I know that we're to expect limited services to begin with, but I don't know if they have a plan to
help.
Yeah.
I know I've seen some posts from some businesses saying they may not be able to. I know like already our theater was struggling, and then there's like a bookstore that may not be able to. Yeah, I'm sure. You don't think some businesses will shut down? I'm sure.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know if the government's planning on doing anything to help them.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll let you know. Would you advise renting or buying? That's funny question. I mean, renting when you get here to see if you like it, because it's obviously a interesting place to live. It's not for everybody. I'd say rent first, and then I guess buy if you can. I don't know. We still all the time
Yeah,
are
I
going
don't
back
know.
and forth.
Yeah, it's depends on how you think the like real estate market's going to go in the next little bit, and how long you're depending on staying here, obviously. So
Yeah, yeah. I know you wouldn't advise anybody to buy a house right now, anyways, right?
yeah, I'm not. I don't know.
It's. I mean, it's. And well, I guess one thing is it'd be easy to sell it, like in general, because it's like so quick. Houses go up here and they're before they even go up, they're sold. But yeah, I don't know. I would definitely rent when you first come. That would be my advice. But it would be magical to live in the Northwest Territories, Northern Lights, and so close to the top of the world. The ancestors used to live there. Is amazing. It's a
pretty
great
cool
place to live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Average 2-bedroom cost rental now in the Northwest Territories. Yeah, I think like
Yeah.
2,500.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's not including some utilities, I think.
Yeah.
As well.
Probably not electric.
Electric and possibly water. I need a minute by minute of this evacuation. Like, what were you guys thinking in the beginning? Where were you thinking of staying? Yeah. Where was the mood of everybody? Are you in touch with people from home? Okay, so I already talked about the beginning a little bit when we were like, oh, we won't be evacuated. And then we weren't very prepared. And then I go psycho with the food. I'm like, okay, I've got to cook and freeze everything in the fridge. So that took like a day. Actually, Chris did most of that, the poor guy, because Finnick was needy and he knew that it was good for my mental health.
They're thinking, like, what were you thinking? Like, it was kind of, I find it kind of odd when they called the evacuation order, just because, like, the fire had been, like, coming closer to town for, like, a few days. And it was really windy towards town. And then finally, when the wind changed, like, I don't think the fire's ever gotten closer than 15 kilometers, 16 kilometers. And that's kind of where it's been since we left. But there was some like really windy days before we left that was blowing the fire, that was supposed to be blowing the fire closer to us. And it didn't seem to get any closer. But then it seemed when we finally got help, like the army came in, they were getting more people to help. They had called a state of emergency to get the construction companies to come in and do the fire breaks. And then the city decided to call it the evacuation when it seemed. And at that time, same time, like there was call for some rain and the winds had changed directions. So it seemed like everything was trending in the right direction. But they called the evacuation. And originally I wanted to just stay. Someone had called me about work, even though I'm on parental leave. I want to go back to work if they need me.
Yeah, he's crazy.
To have an excuse to stay, but
yeah, okay, but
they didn't want me to go, I guess.
Okay, but knowledge about Chris first is that he is like very, very chill, like too chill. Like I think the rest of the city was in panic, and Chris is like, "It's fine, it's good." You know, like he's like the opposite. I feel like no, but he's also very informed, so you know he knows when to panic and when not to. I feel like he got a little panicky when we had to go.
Well, then it's like you don't want to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
It's a little stressful when everyone else is panicking and leaving. But yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, what were you going to say? Did you forget? Now I cut you off.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's those. Yeah. Getting stressed towards the end just because everyone had left town by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like the hospital eventually basically completely shut down and everything. So I think it was best that we got out of there just because there was limited services in case something did happen.
Yes.
But
I know people seem to be panicking at your work, according to the chats. And people were panicking at the church. Like panicking. Like I don't know, say that, but it sounds extreme. But yeah, they were worried. And we're in touch a little bit with the people from our church. Yeah. Everybody's doing fine that we know of. I think that answers that, right? Let me know if there's any more questions with that I didn't answer. Sorry if I didn't understand that one. This is very funny. Just showing full circle shape around your house. So funny about that is like people had left and like kept on their sprinklers, and so the city was like, okay, We have to go shut off all these sprinklers, like aiming sprinklers at their house.
Also, you should see our backyard. It's basically just rock and some mud. So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you couldn't dig very far in there.
No, you can come though and help us out. Maybe you missed. Are folks compensated for employment? No, not
Yeah,
that I know of. Unless you can work around.
Yeah, the government just offered them $750.
That should do it, right? For like a month. Oh, the government. Okay. Do I need a car in Yellowknife?
Ooh. Well, the city's really small. You could probably get away with like walking and riding a bike. There's lots of people that ride a fat bike through all the winter.
Lots of
You
people.
need to be bundled up, but it's definitely doable. It's a pretty small place.
Yeah.
And if you can try to find an apartment around where you work, it'd be pretty easy. But it is cold. Sometimes having a car is more difficult in Yellowknife.
Yeah.
It can be difficult with it working in the winter when it gets really cold. Sorry, buddy.
Can we take it?
If you want to.
Oh, no, it's not, I can. All right. Chris is like the meme. Okay, sorry, I'll put this up for you. Chris is like the meme of the guy mowing his lawn while the tornado is in. Yeah, that's exactly right. You get that. You get it. I know I'm just a subscriber, but when I saw the news about the Yellowknife fire, I got worried. Oh.
Yeah, that's very scary.
See
What happened in Hawaii?
Tell me about what happened in Hawaii.
Nothing like that. Well, lots of people died because they didn't weren't able to warn the city quick enough, and the fire came so fast.
And they have to fly, I imagine, right?
There was only one road out, I think, and then that caught fire. So people were like jumping into the ocean and stuff. It was bad.
Oh. Yeah, no, thankfully it's much better than that. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, let me get my couple questions here on Instagram and then we'll wrap up soon. Here. Okay, actually, I think there's only one more. We might have answered it. Are you getting info about the fire and what's been happening at home since you've been gone? Yeah, so I think we covered that. We've been getting info from cabin radio mostly, and then just like Facebook posts of people that are there and stuff, and then the satellite. And I was going to say one more thing about that. No, I forget. Just 1 second. Oh, I feel like I have to take this Hawaii comment down for this because this is a really stupid thing. But you know what was sad is this year I worked very hard. By me, I mean my entire family because I had the baby, and then they helped me all my plants, my garden, my vegetables, and then it was like they were just starting to produce, and then now they're all definitely going to be dead. I was very sad about that. It's like, no, what terrible timing. Okay, I'll take your last minute questions here. We'll try to wrap up soon. How windy does it get in the winter? I don't mind the cold. Oh yeah, but the wind makes it worse. Yeah. It's windy.
Yeah, Yellowknife is usually windy.
Yeah.
I don't know in what kind of climate you live in, but we came from Ontario where it's very humid. So Yellowknife is very dry. So
yeah,
that makes the cold a little bit more tolerable. And if you're going to, I would just wear layers.
Yeah.
Is the most important thing. Just have.
It's like when you're right on the water or whatever, it's so windy and cold.
Yeah.
Like for ice fishing and stuff.
Balaclava. Handy.
Yeah, you don't even wear a balaclava really anymore, eh?
Yeah.
He comes home and his face is like an ice cube. He's like, it's fine. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You get used to it.
Yeah, he says you get used to it.
You adapt.
I mean, he walks to work like every shift, so I feel like I will never get used to it. But I'm a win. Okay. Disability access in Yellowknife. My wife and I planned a road trip for this year to Yellowknife, but she needs handicap access. Lack of stairs. Does Yellowknife help handicap folk? I'm trying to think. Oh, I don't know.
I think most
I think you kind of have to, don't you? Like big stores and things. Isn't it like a law that you?
Yeah, I feel like there is some disability access, but it's not something we have to deal with personally. So
yeah, I'm so sorry.
But we have like handy transit and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For getting around town for people that don't have cars. But I'm assuming if you're taking a road trip, you already have
right
transportation. I think most places would have it. Would have some kind of ramp.
I think so. Sorry that we can't give you a better answer about that. I hope that you enjoy your time here. When are you planning to come? I feel like maybe we talked about this. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember.
Oh, the only thing maybe is in the winter, like
yeah,
just like with the snow, they don't always like scrape it down, so it's kind of like just bumpy everywhere. So it might be difficult.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
In some places.
But. Yeah. Is it the winter or summer? Oh, I guess it's summer now. Fall? You said this year. I hope you guys are all happy, content, and safe. Thank you, Christy. We're doing pretty well for sure. Thank you, guys. You're all saying thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching and being worried about us and sending us all these messages. And it's just been very sweet. You guys are amazing. Okay, the fall. Yeah, I think that will be good.
We get.
Oh yeah, but it depends on when.
It snows like always by Halloween. We have snow.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind. What is this? What is this, Jay, with this fin? Thank you very much. You're very cute. I guess I'll let you say it. I guess. So you've been around a while. I'm just teasing. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, bye. You can say bye, Finnick. Oh, we bored him to death. Hopefully it's been okay for you guys. Thank you so much for logging on. We're gonna head out, but Chris is like, I can't get out of here sooner. But thank you so much for sending your questions. Hopefully this has been informative for you, and always feel free to send me more if you have them, and I always try to answer them. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching, and I'll try to make some more videos and be more consistent when I get home. All right. Bye, guys.